Good afternoon, family. Thanks for checking out today's video. If you are new here, my name is Jonathan, and I created this channel as a way to record my progress as I work towards my goal of losing 300 pounds in 3 years. If you'd like to join the family, hit that subscribe button down below. Also, click on the bell icon so you'll get alerted when I go live or post new videos. If you'd like to participate in on the discussion, you can join me most weekdays, except for the rest of this month. But most weekdays I go live and talk about my diet and weight loss progress. Or outside of the live stream, you can consider joining the Discord that I created. There's a link for that down in the description below. Also, if you are interested in getting some ideas of the meals that our family enjoys on our whole food plant-based diet, there is a link to a Pinterest board down in the description. You can check out some of our family's favorite meals there. If anybody has any non-scale victories they'd like to share, I'd love to hear your non-scale victories. It is weigh-in Wednesday, so if anybody has any weigh-in scales or on-scale victories they want to share, I'd love to hear those as well. How you guys doing on your diets? You able to stay on track? Is there anything that's causing you any issues? And if you haven't started your diet yet, what's keeping you from getting started? And once you get started, what choices are you going to make, or what plans or processes are you going to put into place so that you can stay on your diet, or so that you can make staying on your diet easier than the alternative, which is a lot of times eating the crap food that you used to eat, or that maybe you're still currently eating. So we are going to go ahead and switch over to the scale here. So just a quick recap. In November of 2020, I started my weight loss challenge. I had a starting weight of 519.8 pounds. Over the past 20 months, I have been able to lose over 215 pounds, bringing my weight to 303.2 pounds last week. I'm going to go ahead and hop on the scale, and we'll see how I did this week. So 301 even. I kicked that out of the way. I should have done that. 301 even. So that is a 2.2 pound weight loss this week, which is awesome. It's great to see the scale going in that direction. Let me change this here to show the update. So bunch of people checking in. Pretty Girl's mom, Carrie, Rick says drum roll. Yes, fantastic. Anthony says awesome. Carrie says you are on a roll lately. It's amazing what having a stressful life will do for your weight loss when you don't go to food for your stress management, I suppose. But yeah, seeing a 2.2 pound weight loss is great, especially after having the huge weight loss last week. And so sometimes when I have a big loss, it's hard to follow it up with another loss the following week. So it's nice to see that I was able to drop another 2.2 pounds, putting me at 301, still chasing that 300 pound mark that I'd love to get under and stay under. I imagine that the next 15 days will help get me down under 300 pounds and stay under 300 pounds unless something wild happens in the next 2 weeks. So as far as food goes, I was 100% on whole food plant-based. We had lots of great food throughout the week that I have shared. The overall, a couple things have changed. I said a little bit with the stress. Elizabeth says, well done. Thank you, Elizabeth. Pretty Girl's mom says, so happy for you. Thank you, guys. My volume of food has definitely been down this last week too. I didn't eat much oatmeal yesterday for breakfast to this morning. I ended up skipping oatmeal this morning, so I did not have any breakfast this morning. So it's not necessarily by choice that I've been eating less. Like, it just, things have been really busy, and food has not been at the front of my mind, which is kind of a good thing, I guess. I mean, I need to make sure that I'm still eating enough so that I'm getting enough energy so that I don't reach a point where I feel like I have to get something to eat and then just eat whatever's in front of me. I want to avoid any potential for a binge. So I am very conscious of still trying to eat a volume of food. It's just, it's tough when you got a lot going on sometimes. I am going to see if I did take any photos of the food yesterday, and I did not take any photos. Oh, I did take a photo of the food yesterday when I ate at like 10 p.m. Since I had a long day yesterday, I did not eat dinner till super late. So let me switch over to this, and then this is not running still. So the only photo I took of the food from yesterday is here. So just a real simple dinner. It was rice with chickpeas and broccoli. And then Carrie made a dressing that we put on top of it. It was a different dressing than we've had in the past. Very heavy on the apple cider vinegar, but overall, it was a good meal, and I ate a bowl of that last night. And then I didn't take a photo of it, but I did have a big bowl of strawberries yesterday as well. So that's really all I kind of ate. Oh, shoot, I didn't mean to do that. That's mostly what I ate since the stream yesterday was broccoli and rice, and then a bowl of strawberries. And then that was about it. I got a message on here that said that Carrie deleted Pretty Girl's mom's comment. I'm assuming that that was a mistake, that she deleted your comment. Sometimes she gets fumbling around with the phone and she ends up deleting comments on accident, but I'm sure she didn't mean to delete the comment that said that you were happy for me there. So I apologize for that. Hopefully, I don't know if you're in timeout or what ended up happening because of that, but I apologize that it happened. I don't think I can undo it. Maybe that fixed if you were in timeout. I'm not sure. I apologize that that happened. So so busy, guys. It's kind of been my theme for the Carrie says that she had the phone in her pocket and it accidentally did it. It says you still see it. I might have been able to unblock it. I'm not sure, but it's no big deal. As long as we got you figured out, or it wasn't on purpose. I guess that was the big thing. So busyness, so busy. I got a big event that I'm getting ready for this week coming up. Lots of preparing to get ready. Carrie has been doing an amazing job getting some different food options together for us for the week. We're going to have some dehydrated food with us, which is new. She messed around with dehydrating Spanish rice and beans. So we are going to take that with us. This week trip is a camping trip, I guess, for lack of a better term for it. And we'll end up being outside and away from having 100% resources as far as food. In some of the places that we're staying at, there's not very much for grocery stores or gas station or grocery stores that are going to have produce and food for us. But then other towns or other places that we're going to be staying at are going to be larger. We'll be able to pick up some food. But a big thing when you're traveling is to prepare ahead of time and do your best to make staying on your diet easier than the alternative, and having extra snacks with you or extra food with you, so that if you do find yourself in a position where you're hungry and you feel like you need to eat, that you have a better, healthier alternative than what is at most, convenience stores or gas stations to pick up quick or fast food. So you got to make sure you have a big bag of those purse potatoes, or have some sort of snack to get you over until you can get to another position where you have more readily available food. So we've been doing a lot to prepare to get ready for this trip, and I think that is going to help us to succeed with staying compliant while we are on the road. I also am realizing that there may be some concessions that we have to make before the end of the week or throughout the week, with maybe having access to some of the salt, oil, sugar-free options that we prepare for ourselves. And I know that if that scenario comes up where we are in a position where we have something that's off diet, that it's going to be very minimal, and that it's not going to derail us from the whole thing, from our diet. Everything about the next week and a half is going to be have to be looked at through looked at with that in mind. It may be better to make a choice that has salt or sugar in it versus going without for an extended period of time. And so we have to weigh those things, but we're trying really hard to prepare ourselves so that we can minimize that potential or those possibilities. We did the same event last year, and we were able to get through it without any real issues. I was very hardcore on the diet last year during this trip, and so there was really no temptation that would have gotten me to go off the diet. So I'm definitely interested to see how it goes this year, because we have had those many moments over the past 12 months where we've made choices that were not the healthiest choice. And and maybe, this event that we do, it's kind of a reset for me every year. It's a big event that takes a lot of effort, and it has been the event that has either been the catalyst for me deciding that I needed to lose weight, because I was so heavy going into the event that it was miserable. And when I got out, I decided that I didn't want to go back that heavy again. And so I spend, a year losing weight, and then I go back out there and I've lost weight. I feel amazing. I'm out of, the routine of my diet. And, this has been the event where I hadn't eaten fast food for 9 months, and then I ate fast food while doing this event. So it has been the killer of my diets as well over the years. It's kind of an interesting dynamic that I have with it. But last year, I went into it on my diet. I came out of it still on my diet. It wasn't until a couple months later, after recovering from surgery and having some other things kind of come up, that well, this event was part of the reason why I had to have surgery, I suppose. So it might have slowed my diet down. I got some people doing construction on the roof of my building, so there was a real loud noise there. I didn't let it derail my diet that much last year, not like it had in years past. And with eating this whole food plant-based diet, it's really been amazing how easy it has been for Carrie and myself to stick to the diet and get back on plan and not let it get away from us, or let the food get away from us. So it has been it's been good here. So Pretty Girl's mom says, sounds like a solid plan. Yeah, I mean, I know that I have to just be diligent in my choices. I'm not too worried about it overall. It really depends on how hot it is outside, because we're going to be outside in the weather, and that will dictate mood and attitude and many other things throughout the week. So yeah, it's just a crazy amount of work that I have ahead of me too. So gosh, I haven't had a chance to listen to much more of the book, Your Body. Oh, what is it? See, I don't even remember the name of it. Your Body in Balance by Dr. Neil Barnard. I listened to a little bit more of it, but probably less than 10 minutes of it since the stream yesterday. I keep trying to put it on, and then I get kind of in my head about this other stuff I got going on with work, and I just don't feel like I'm giving it the attention that I need to give it. I'm hoping that when I'm on the road this week, I'm almost positive that while I'm on the road this week that I'll be able to finish the book, because I have a couple long drives. So yeah, so I don't really have an update with that book since yesterday. I'm just kind of trying to think of if there's anything else I need to talk about, because I'm not going to be live again until August 1st or 2nd, that Monday after the next following week. There's a very small chance I could possibly do like a live video, or maybe do like a from my phone video update of how things are going. But I have so much other stuff going on that I can't set a plan or kind of make any promises that that's going to happen. So yeah, it would be the 1st or the 2nd, just depending on how busy things are when I get back, if I go live that Monday or if I wait till Tuesday. But I feel it feels weird not planning on going live for a couple weeks. And I did this again. I did this last year too, but or not a couple weeks, a week and a half. But I know you guys are doing great on your diets, and it's really encouraging hearing you guys give me advice and letting me know about how you're doing on your diet. And so keep updating me with that stuff as well. But I'm gonna cut it short again today. I didn't have a lot of time to prepare anything to talk about. I just wanted to get on, do my weigh-in. I lost 2.2 pounds again this week. That's really exciting. I'm gonna crush through this 300. Man, if I could come back at like 290, that would be really awesome. I don't know that I'll lose that much weight again this year. I lost like 15 pounds last year in the week and a half. So it's a potential that I could have a big weight loss and really crush through this 300 mark. Like, this is going to be probably what I keep in the back of my mind throughout the week to keep me motivated, to keep me on track, is that every day that I stick to my plan and I get through it, it's just going to blow through that 300 even harder, because I've been really hanging out around. So at the end of the event last year, I was 310 pounds. So in uh, the last, so I left at 325 pounds. So I'm 25 pounds lighter today than I was a year ago when I left for this event. I lost 15 pounds on that event. So I came back at 310 pounds. And then in that 51 or 50 and a half weeks, I've only lost 10 pounds. So I really want to use this as another kind of jumping off point. And and I actually had somebody comment and kind of suggest kind of, I have that starting weight of 519, and I've kind of been living off the glory of the 210 pounds that I've lost for the past year. And that, maybe I need to reset in my mind and be like, okay, 300 is the new top weight, and now we got to get as far away from 300 as possible, just to reset that mentality of not living off the past accomplishments, and focusing more going forward on my weight loss goals. So that's something that I thought was interesting that they had mentioned. Pretty Girl's Mom says, can't wait to see your weigh in on your return. Best wishes on that. Yes, I'm excited to see how that goes. But I am going to get out of here today. I have to go shopping or do a million other different tasks to get ready to leave in a couple days. So I am going to get off of here now. I appreciate everybody who's been following along. 627 days in, and I'm doing great. I am looking forward to the next week and a half, the challenges that it is going to put in front of me, and come back with new excitement and hopefully more topics to talk about on stream, because I feel like I've not had much the last couple days because I've been so busy with work. And hopefully I'll have lots of photos of good food that we had throughout the week. But I'm looking forward to it. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, get subscribed to the channel. Click on that bell icon so you get alerted when I go live or post new videos. If you have not started your diet yet, get started right now. You start right now, and then when I come back on the 1st, you can give me an update of how great you've done over the past 15 days. We can compare how you've done with your start to where I am, what I've been able to do in the next 15 days. But get started now. Nobody ever gets to their goals, looks back, and wishes that they would have waited. Everybody looks back, wishes that they would have started sooner. I am the same way. I wish I would have started this the couple weeks before I started this channel, and I got the computer stuff set up and the cameras and all that other stuff taken care of. If I'd have just started then, I would be further along than I am now. If I would have started when I first saw that I was over 500 pounds, I would be 6 months further along. Imagine how much better I would be 6 months further down the road. Like, where am I going to be at 6 months from now? If I would have started this when I saw that I was over 500 pounds, I could be there already. But I procrastinated and waited and thought that I had it figured out until I finally took control of my diet and made the changes that I needed to make. Also, don't fall for the two myths of moderation: the myth of moderate change, the idea that you can slowly change from eating a junk food, unhealthy, highly processed diet to a healthful, whole food, you know, really good for you diet while you're still holding on to that junk food is just so tough to do. It's really impossible for many people to do. If you want to see big changes in your life, you have to make big changes. And if you are still holding on to those things, they're going to keep you back. They're going to hold you back from seeing the changes that you want to see. Also, don't fall for the myth of moderate consumption. The idea that a little bit of something unhealthy is okay for you is a myth. The idea that you can eat all of your favorite foods, just eat less of them, is a myth. You guys, for a short period of time, you can sustain eating a lower volume of food. But in the long run, your body is going to keep fighting you until you give into that temptation. Many times you end up binging and eating all of the junk food that you said you were never going to eat again because you put yourself in a position where it was this catastrophic option. A lot of times it's either eat that or your brain's convinced you that you're going to melt away into nothing. So eat a large volume of food, just change the calorie density to a lower calorie dense food. So I'm gonna get out of here. Rick, thanks for the well wishes. Thank you guys, everybody who's been following along. I will be back. And I'm looking forward to the update. Maybe I'll be a little tanner, probably a little bit longer hair than I have now. So I appreciate you guys so much, and you have a wonderful evening.